This video is an update of the black pastel clutch that we cut live, so don't go anywhere. We're going to take a look and see what these things look like. Crazy. Crazy. It's nuts. Welcome to the vlog! I'm just kidding, it's not a vlog. But this video is an update on that black pastel clutch that was like 12 eggs, big
massive
snakes.
Clutch.
Yeah, massive clutch. Everything looked really good. So we're going to get into that, let you take a look and see what really came out of that clutch, which is like... This year we've been blessed. We got hosed last year. This year we've been blessed. We've been hitting some crazy stuff.
Thank you, odds gods.
Yeah, for real. Across different clutches, and you'll see with some other videos we're going to start doing too with the updates of the GHI clutch, and let you guys take a look at those before we start selling them off. And then we got the 2 Orange Dream clutches that are coming up right behind that. Those are all getting ready to shed in the next day or two. So we'll see some of that stuff. No major like triple, well there's like 1 triple or quad, no quads out of either one of those, maybe a couple triples, but still what the Orange Dream does to things is just insane. But on tonight's menu, just so you know, see if we can get some focus there, yeah, little Stony Joe. Stony Joe is a, it's not good. There we go. Stony Joe is a local, well it's Stony Creek, and they make Stony Joe, and it is, oh, you're saying, oh, you guys and your IPAs. No, sir. Sir, this is not an IPA. This is a blonde stout, mind you, that they do. It is a mocha stout, so there is some mocha, mild mocha chocolate flavors in there. And it's not bad.
Yeah. Definitely a lot better than that stuff that I was drinking on that, was it the live?
I mean, the stuff you poured out?
Yeah, it was awful.
Oh, that Polish stout was brutal. It's like they stopped the brewing process and left like so much sugars left in there. It was, there's not many beers I can't drink. I couldn't drink that.
And Jim made sure I drank every drop.
Yes, I did. I poured it all. I poured it all in the cup for him. Make sure you drink it. You're gonna buy cheap crap beer. You're gonna drink it, boy. Anyway, enough with the BS. But yeah, we're gonna take a look at this clutch and try not to yammer on too much on each snake, because with 12 of them and already like it's yammering. Let's take a look.
Let's take a look.
All right, so the first one we're going to take a look at, we believe to be just a pastel. Yeah, if you can imagine that. So, and that's fine. I mean, with all those genes that were at play in there, it's kind of hard to hit one of those. So all these are going to be Pastel. Yeah. That's a girl. Looks pretty good, but you know, nothing too crazy, but a decent looking pastel.
All right, so out of all those snakes, we hit a normal. With it, you know, odds are odds, and we hit the jackpot. We hit a normal.
Yeah. Crazy jackpot, that's for sure. Pastel pied, female.
Alright, so black pastel, yellow belly. And what gives us the indication that she is yellow belly is you can see all the checkering along her belly. And it's just crazy looking pattern down here. You know, you don't get this on a normal black pastel.
At least our line of black pastel doesn't do this. So this is definitely you know, the influence from the yellow belly, and it is strong along her belly there. And you can see too here, these flames, they're a little bit different color, you know, but she has good flames going up on both sides. Or I say she, but we'll double check for you here.
And even the eyelets have a little bit more of an orange, or the,
yeah, and that's a female,
more orange color.
Yeah, the alien heads are definitely got you know, pretty unique color to them, which, well, unique to black pastel, but
alright,
looks really good.
Black pastel, yellow belly. So we have here another Black Pastel Yellow Belly. This girl, or I say girl, we haven't sexed her yet, has a lot more of that orange tone in the keyholes.
And then even the flames have more orange color.
Yep, and then she's
and
still
then
got that.
If you roll her over, you kind of look at the tail. This almost looks like the beginning of a ringer, and she's got some of the orange coming up the belly. So again, she's 66 or 50% het for pied, but I would be surprised if she didn't prove out just based on some of those indicators. Now, because of the yellow belly, everybody likes to go looking for tracks, but unfortunately, the way this yellow belly is influencing the Black Pastel, there really isn't any tracks there. But again, more orange colors in her, and what looks like like the beginnings of what would have been a couple ringers.
Yeah, so
and
that's another girl.
That's another female.
Alright, Black Pastel Yellow Belly.
Alright, so this is one of the first triples in the clutch.
Whoo, is she smoking? Like,
yeah.
Her colors are just crazy. This is a Pastel Enchi Yellow Belly.
And again, so you see more of this yellow belly influence along the belly here. All this, what would be checkering, had it gone all the way down, but you can still kind of see it's really wild patterns, and you get all this. It's almost like a continuous flame all the way down the side, where this blush is just coming up the sides with color.
Just crazy looking.
You have all the connected saddles from the Enchi, and you have that widening head stripe with the pinch toward the back. You know, so very nice pastel Enchi yellow belly. And let me just show you guys a little bit of might be the forming of a ringer there. But again, because of the way this yellow belly is influenced on this clutch, can't really see a track, but that looks like the beginning of a ringer, and then when you roll it over, it actually comes up the other side a little bit. So possible ringer, so very possibly will prove pied, but again, 50% het for pied, and we'll sex this one too. But nice look at the blushing down the back. If I didn't know better without looking at the head, it would almost look like that. And that's a female. That with all this blushing, that it was a super pastel, but it is not. Pastel Enchi yellow belly. All right, so this animal is absolutely insane. This is a black pewter leopard, so pastel, black pastel, leopard.
And the leopard and the black pastel together, and the pastel, what it does to the pattern is just absolutely insane.
Yeah, this is fantastic. I mean, you can look at, again, you can see here, like the pattern doesn't come down the side as much, and we don't have that like crazy checkering. So you know, again, we're looking at this and really don't see any yellow belly in here. These alien heads are blown out because of the leopard, but they're not totally blown out, which I would expect to see with some Enchi in there. But you can see like there's a ringer here on the tail, you can see that, and it goes around the other side. So more than likely this animal will prove out het for pied as well, but again, we're not guaranteeing that. But you know, a phenomenal looking animal, and at this point, with its color development, it almost looks like a xanthic, but those colors more than likely will change. Is a female.
A pastel, black pastel leopard, female. Another pastel, black pastel leopard. The coloring on this one actually is a little bit darker than the last one that we just showed, and we think it might be the influence of the het pied on the other one with the ringer that it has. This one doesn't show any ringers, so it has and it almost seems like it's got a little darker tone than the last one.
It could. I mean, you could have some stuff kind of trying in the back here.
Yeah.
But nothing is clear.
Nothing apparent like the
other one.
Yeah. And this one, we believe, and is, yep, another girl.
It's another female. Yeah, there was only a couple males in this clutch, so this clutch also came out predominantly females, which was nice.
But those patterns just look amazing. Again, a pastel, black pastel.
All right, so far this is the first holdback from this clutch. This girl is ridiculous. One shed, and I assure you, what you guys see on this video is, and I've said this before, really only comes out to about 80-85% of what this animal looks like. Her yellows are crazy yellows. The darks are dark. There's really, really nice caramels here. This is a black pastel leopard yellow belly. This girl will be staying with us. Yeah, looks good. That head.
She's just an amazing animal. She's got nice little flames that come up the side, all over the place. And she's even got one that goes from one. Oops, fingers in the way. Sorry. She has one that goes from one side to the other. And she's just, her colors from her first shed. Like before her shed, she looked good, but then after the shed, it was just bling.
Craziness, yeah. So black pastel, leopard, yellow belly.
All right, everyone, we're now getting into the quads. That this is a pastel, black pastel, Enchi yellow belly.
And the easiest to start with is the yellow belly. And if you remember how we looked at the other ones, we roll this one over, and again you can see all that checkering along the belly, right down near the ventral scales. That is all the yellow belly doing that. Again, the Enchi making a lot of these alien heads connect. Classic pastel head stamp, and then just some really, really nice pinks and oranges that we believe is where we're getting this black pastel stuff that's doing all that. Because the other animal that we had a different amount of blushing, had a different color to it, where this one really has more intense peaches and like oranges up in the body, which is what the black pastel is lending to.
Yeah, I'm just blushing
Yeah,
in color.
tail again, almost like a ringer there. Doesn't carry over, so. And this again for it is a female.
Again, this is a pastel, black pastel, Enchi yellow belly.
All right, this one here, we also believe is the same as the last animal we just looked at, but the colors are a lot better. And this one is going to be a holdback just because of the the increased colors. And again, it's slight, but there is an increase. So we'll take a look at this one. Again, that same checkering along the belly. Those nice flames there from the yellow belly. A lot of this great peach and orange colors come from the black pastel. All the connected saddles. We have the head pinch. Bring it up. You can see the head pinch there from the Enchi. Just a really nice black pastel Enchi yellow belly. And again, that yellow belly tends to blow out the tracks, or what would guess to be tracks. But so no tracks there. And there's a nice picture of that animal. That belly pattern is just, that's just crazy right there.
Yeah, she looks really good. All right, so with this, we created Dad. So this is a pastel Enchi leopard yellow belly. This is another one of our holdbacks. And the yellow on her looks phenomenal, looks really good. You get a little bit of the flames on the side. You get that on her, sorry.
There's that classic head stamp.
Yep.
From this type of quad, this pastel Enchi leopard yellow belly. You can see that head stamp there. If you remember back to our first clutch of the season, we talked about, we did a pied, and the only way I really knew that I had the pie, that all these genes and pied, was because of that head stamp. So head stamps are, you know, once you know what to look for, they're, I mean, this one's pretty obvious. Other head stamps are very, very subtle, but it does, it is a key indicator into letting you know what's in each animal.
Yeah, and with stuff that Dad's been throwing for babies wise, we just gonna give her up, you know, a female that could do the same thing.
This actually makes 2 of these girls that we'll have here in house.
Mm-hmm.
A very, very, very nice pastel inchy leopard yellow belly. And now the coup de grace, or as though we think.
The one we cheer to. This, we believe.
That was a little weird.
It was a little weird.
Yeah, very weird. All right, we think this is the whole thing here. Yeah. So this would be black pastel, inchy leopard, yellow belly. And it's hard to see, but you can still see a lot of this checkering along the sides. Now, it has all this busy leopard stuff, but then the inchy, you can see where the black pewter leopards that we looked at, they still had like kind of formed alien heads. And now with the inchy in there, it's just all blown out. Possible ringer there. Comes around the other side, another possible on the tail, so it comes on the other side. So we think this one will also prove out het for pied as well. This ended up being a female.
Yep, another holdback.
So this is a 5 banger that will be staying here. And again, didn't have the color that we were hoping for as we started to see with some of those other animals, but nonetheless, the power in this animal and the way it looks, the way it's all blown out and stuff is really, really, really nice. You know, another just really nice animal. And again, back to the beginning of this video, amazing the odds that we were able to hit yet again in another clutch.
All due to the golden scissors.
What is that? What is that? Harry Potter, the golden leaf, or the golden, what is the hell that thing they chase?
Yeah.
But there you go. Black pastel, inchy leopard yellow belly. And that stripe does go the whole way. That's just crazy. All the way up. She's a keeper.
So how about that clutch?
Dude, like quads, triples, a 5er,
and a normal.
Well, that was amazing. I can't believe we hit the normal. And I just, you know, I talked so much.
Yeah, Jim had to keep wetting his thistle, and he drank all his. I still got a little bit left.
Wait, thistle? The hell's the thistle's a plant?
Wet your.
No.
Wet your pie hole.
You can't say that.
What, pie hole?
That's inappropriate language. We can't say that on here.
Oh, yeah.
Now you've had a glimpse on how we actually talk to each other, not how it appears as though we are so amicable on YouTube. I don't even know if that's a word. I think that kind of stumbled out wrong.
Yeah, how we're so PG.
Anyway, so there you have it. Great clutch. And an update, which I probably should have done this in the beginning because I watched the analytics. Most of you don't watch the movie, the video, the vlog, whatever you want to call it, this far. I think our average is like 5 or 6 minutes.
Yeah, and our videos are like
20. Maybe that's the problem. Maybe I gotta make 5-minute videos.
Yeah, then they'll watch the whole thing.
We'll just speed it up.
Yeah.
but anyway, I'm gonna be at Tinley. So there we do have stuff on Morph Market. We do have stuff on our website. Those links will be in the comment section down below. If there's something you see you want, you're going to be at Tinley, I will bring it out to you. No additional charge. And then we can meet up and say, hey!
Yeah.
Now I can put a face to the name.
And for most of these snakes, other than the few that we said were holdbacks, will be available in a couple weeks or so. We just got to get a few more meals in.
Yeah, they've all eaten. There's no issues with any of them. But here we like to do no minimum, no less than 3 meals, but really like to see around the 4 or 5 mark without refusals. Yeah, well, the GHI is all shut out. We'll probably shoot that in the next day or so and then have that up in a few days for you so you guys take a look at that. And other than that, the only other show we have coming up this year is in November. It's 11/22?
26, I think.
26?
Yep. Yeah,
11/26. It'll be the White Plains show in White Plains, New York. And we will be there with an onslaught of snakes. Every little hole will be filled. Anyway, thanks for watching, and we'll see you maybe at Tinley. It's Tinley time.
Peace! All take care. I'll talk when we're in the video.
In this video, we're going to do an update
on some snakes.
The video is an update. We're not going to do an update. It is the update. In this video, we're going to take a look at the... I don't even know what it says. I can't even say it.